Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Brazil, thank you for being here today and your service and your family's service. You've a lot of sacrifice from your father on down, so thank you. If confirmed as Undersecretary of Benefits, you will oversee the VA's fiduciary program. Unfortunately, this program has been riddled with fraud and abuse. I sometimes even wonder if the VA understands its purpose. In your own words, can you describe the purpose of the VA's fiduciary program and your priorities?
Senator, thank you for that question. My three principles, we will always put veterans first. We will follow the law, but we will ensure fiscal stewardship through accountability. And if confirmed, I will do a review of the current program and the state of our financials today. But most importantly, we will ensure that we have processes and procedures in place to mitigate fraud, waste, and abuse.
I think we're all still concerned about the legacy of the PAC Act and the lasting regulatory nightmare it created for the disability claims process. So if confirmed, how will you ensure deserving veterans receive their benefits swiftly while reducing regulations and receive the proper payments?
Senator, I think it's important that collectively we ensure that the veterans receive timely and accurate benefits. And if confirmed, I will do a full assessment of that program to ensure that veterans are afforded those benefits they've earned.
Under Secretary Collins' leadership, we've seen record reductions in the backlog claims. In 1 month, the VA processed, I think, 300,000 ratings claims. Is that right? I mean, have you heard anything about that?
We've went from about 650,000 in compensation down to about an inventory of about 140. Excuse me, the inventory is about 650,000, and we're down to about 145,000 that they've processed recently.
How can we ensure that that continues? I mean, do we need any people, any more eyes on the books? How does that work?
We've through VERA, VSEP, and DRP, the voluntary departure of some of the folks, I believe we've lost about 1,400 in VBA, of which about 1,000 of those claims adjudicators. But what we've got to do is, it's my understanding that they've currently looked internally for other folks who are looking to do upskilling the workforce to put additional individuals on to continually to reduce that backlog.
In your testimony, you stated, if confirmed, you would work to strengthen interagency relationships between the DOD, DOL, Department of Ed, and SBA to improve coordination and data sharing. Can you elaborate on how this would look in practice? How are you going to communicate with all these groups?
Senator, it's important that we have the collaboration between all other departments and agencies and leverage their best practices. Within DOD, the memorandum of agreement, that was signed by this DOD Secretary and Secretary Collins allows for more data sharing. It also allows for us to really look at a more streamlined transition when it comes to our service members departing the military, especially for their medical discharge exams.
The one thing that I hear most back in my state of Alabama from our VA and our veterans is communication. And I think that is, if we can communicate better, we can solve a lot of these problems. Obviously, not all of them, but communication to my veterans, 400,000 back in Alabama, they're much needed of more talk, more organization, and more explanation of what's in front of them. So thank you, and look forward to voting for you. Thank you.
Thank you.